notice this guy is not expecting you. He's not looking at you. He's probably not even going to see you if you don't shoot. And you see, neither is the Omen. The Omen is also not expecting you because the Jett didn't see you in the smoke. So their team's already thinking, okay, the smoke's clear. They're not seeing it as a threat. And so you're thinking, oh, they both know that I'm right here. They're both expecting me, but they're not, right? It seems like we kind of avoid like the most the most high traffic areas, right? And that's really, to me, that's where I want to be always. I always want to be where the most enemies are so that I can kind of make maximum use of my potential. Hey guys, if you like my style of teaching, you can get coaching from me on Discord. Make sure to check the description down below. And we'll basically talk about the process of VOD reviewing or coaching. And I'll let you know how I can improve your overall Valorant skill, either mechanically or in some other way. And again, if you like how this person was coached, reach out to me on Discord. Enjoy the video, guys, and peace.
I just want to talk about like my decision making in that game because I don't think it's the best.
Okay. Is there anything in specific that you can think of right now about decision making? Or do you want to kind of just talk about it as we go?
Yeah, let's just say as we go because we're going to see some stuff.
Okay, remind me your rank and your peak.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So right now I'm gold 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just peaked. I peaked plat 1.
Okay. Okay. And you play Jett and anything else?
Reina and Fade.
Okay. Yeah, I think we talked about that. It's a pretty good agent pool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's begin. Can you see okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my favorite map for sure. So we're buying a ghost and we're buying a smoke, which is good first round.
I think I change what I buy there. Yeah. Since I played mid.
This is fine as well. I noticed that we did swap from going A and then going mid. This is fine because we're still here before the round's actually begun. So this is good. I like the Sheriff buy on Jett. It's pretty good. So you can hear one there.
Enemy spotted mid.
Okay.
Oh, I accidentally dashed.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna say like, another way we could have used that here is, after you get the kill, is just kind of run up, excuse me, run up for another kill, and then use dash to get out, or you could just dash back straight away, depending on how safe you want to play, and how good you think your aim is in this one scenario. So, this is fine though. It's okay that you missed your dash. Yeah, so this is fine. We still want to be semi-cautious of top cat. We have B completely held down, but we have nobody A, so this is something I would be semi-thinking about here. It's kind of unclear where the enemies are going to go, so they could still break the wall and come out B, or they could all be going through their spawn and going A. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to have someone go A, not necessarily you, but that's something you could tell your team.
Mm-hmm.
So this knife tells us one person is there.
Brim, let me heal you.
Okay, I like how we're positioning.
Brim.
I think they're main. Be main.
Enemy spotted mid.
2 tiles.
Okay, good try.
2 tiles.
Yeah, this is not bad. Your crosshair placement is pretty good. One thing I will say that I notice you do a lot is you hold really close to the angle. So your crosshair is like almost right on the wall. So this is probably something you do a lot because you've been doing this all throughout this round so far. And the problem with this is if someone were to like just wide swing out, they're gonna your reaction time is probably not going to be this quick, right? Even someone like Tins is not going to hold an angle this tight. So it might be worth considering moving your crosshair a little bit over. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, and same thing if you ever op as Jett. You don't want to hold like super tight angles unless you actually know that you can hit those shots. This is just kind of unfortunate. We could have placed our crosshair there, but our crosshair placement is pretty good, so just kind of unlucky. I like that we were fighting mid. overall, pretty good round, pretty good positioning. Yeah, pretty good. So we do win this round, and we're going to buy. We're gonna save for an op.
I don't think I saved for an. I saved for an op this game.
Okay. No, that's okay. You said you didn't.
No.
That's okay. One thing I will say is that if you do like to play Jett a lot, it might be worth considering, like just kind of opping or marshalling, especially opping, because op is just kind of very easy to carry with once you get better at it. And the dash really enables you. So I'm curious what we're gonna buy here though.
I usually op on a set, but then I wasn't feeling my aim that game, so
Okay, that's fine.
and my reaction time's pretty bad.
No, that's fine, yeah. Here I would highly recommend at least buying both of your smokes. I like the full, so after you win first round, you typically just want to be full buying with your team. Your team should be, buying as much as they can, basically, because this round should be a free round. So we can get full armor, we can buy 2 smokes and 2 updrafts, or you don't have to buy updrafts if you don't like using them. I would suggest buying 1 maybe at least, and buy definitely both smokes instead of nothing. Okay, so this gives us a pretty good indication of where they're going. We also could have bought a sheriff or a shorty with the marshal. You don't have to, but just kind of an idea. So here, I'm probably going to start rotating towards spawn, just because I don't think in my head that they're going to come back. In my head, they're probably going to be fast pushing this.
Okay,
They could come back, but
Yeah, I think I stayed for a while there, because
You're holding my
I
hand.
thought that their omen was lurking.
this is okay now because this is where I would be asking, like, are they coming out? Are they coming out? Because it's not really clear if they're coming out from the minimap. We can hear the door closing, and our Brim doesn't see anything, which means he's probably smoked off, and there's no comms happening. So this is where you could ask, are they coming out B? Are they on site? And if you know that sooner rather than later, you can rotate sooner rather than later and save time. And get, so yeah, I would have probably rotated personally earlier. This is okay that you didn't, but we're a bit patient here for sure.
We're on B.
Spike planted.
Remove. No charges left.
So yeah, this is where like having a smoke or 2 smokes would be really nice, right? And there's no reason we couldn't have that here. Is there any reason you didn't buy them?
Because I thought I could full buy next.
Or that's
Because
okay.
they all bought.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I wasn't confident that we would win the thing, because they all had sheriffs.
No, that's fine. But whenever you win first round, your primary concern should always be winning second round, not buying for third round, usually. Unless your team is like, let's full save, but that's just kind of unusual to do. So try to stack buying stuff for second round if you win first.
55.
Here we have a dash, yeah. Nice. Again, the smoke here would be really nice if we could dash out with it.
2.
One enemy remaining.
Line up.
Someone needs to stick
Oh,
it
yeah,
here
mine.
to have.
This?
Yeah, unfortunate.
Nothing.
This is why getting over there a little quicker could be very helpful. You actually see her right here. But yeah, retaking with the marshal is just kind of naturally very difficult, so that's okay. Okay. So now we're gonna be full buying. Typically, if you lose second round, this is where we're actually gonna be light buying and not full buying. And that's why I say you should really be like full buying second round. But I also understand that gold / plat even, or even diamond or ascendant, people sometimes kind of just do not buy together, and that can make it really confusing. So yeah, I like this because we're gonna peek.
Oh.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I think I mispressed my dash there because I didn't hear them, so that's why I didn't activate the dash yet.
I was just thinking that, yeah. I was thinking, are you gonna activate your dash early? So you don't usually do this then?
I usually do when I just try to like feel.
Oh,
through
okay.
there.
You didn't activate, okay.
No.
I thought you were saying you're gonna activate it without having heard them, which is also a problem. This is really good if you had activated your dash, but you know, easier said than done.
Yeah, for some reason I was having like hearing issues and
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
like audio issues. Couldn't hear it in the name.
Yeah. Otherwise, we get a kill here, and then we dash out. We do get. It does take us a second to get the kill, but that's okay. So, overall, I like this peak because it's really good for you as a Jett player. It's also really good to see that you've peaked mid, you've played cat, and you've basically moved around most of the map except for B. So this is really impressive. The last few people that I've coached are very bad at moving around and playing different positions. So, good job. This is good.
Just only heard 2.
Spike.
One enemy.
Okay. So it's just confusing to me even, like, are we buying or not buying? Just as a team, not you.
Oh yeah.
But here we could try to get knives, and I think that might be what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Here, personally, I would probably, like, not buy all my abilities so that I could buy shorty, and then try to get control of main. And if, for example, they just all go B, you can grab the knives, and then from A main and flank with knives. And that's kind of a good setup for this round. And if they come A, then you can just kill like 1 or 2 with your shorty. And then it's still a pretty good round, right? Because you get knives for next round, and you trade, at least.
I think that's what I did. I bought a shorty there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Mister here. Can you smoke me?
Here.
Can you smoke
This is good. So far, I don't see any glaring errors from your gameplay.
Yeah.
One
Can
B.
you smoke me?
There are definitely things that we could do to improve your impact, but
So it's just
so definitely, actually, one of the main things I'm noticing is that you're very slow to rotate. You need to be a bit quicker, right? So right here, we don't hear anybody. The knife
Split.
scans nobody from our KO,
Can you smoke?
and this knife comes out pretty early in the round, and that tells us that they're not anywhere here. So if they are here, they're past this. They're back here, right? So that probably tells us that they're not pushing A fast, right? So, and then after that, we hear that Raze nades cat on their
One
team.
B.
Can you smoke me? Can you smoke?
We see one mid, and that's one more person than we know is here. So I'm gonna start shifting my attention over, at least toward like cat, at least. Maybe I'm gonna even rotate all the way toward mid, depending on if they start breaking the wall B main or what my teammates say, right? But here we're just overly patient, and it's not good because we're not positioned in a way that's gonna be advantageous for us. We could also just walk up for the orb now if we wanted. This is where I'd start walking up for the orb. And that's what your smoke is for.
it's a split.
Someone said tree, but clearly not in tree. So here, yeah, so now we need to make a move. We need to either push for the orb, or we need to rotate quickly.
Three.
Because there's 3B. If there's 1A, then they're kind of playing, they're not doing something good anyway. So I don't think we should expect someone here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have figured this out much earlier in the round than you have, and this is something that you want to kind of think about whenever you're in a game.
I think 4 actually.
3B.
There could be one here, but it's not worth waiting, even if there is actually someone here.
Yeah.
So we're kind of just wasting
Can you
time.
smoke garage?
Yeah, kind of just wasting time here.
AD Viper.
This is a good example of where we could grab the orb and flank as well. And if there's
the
someone
boat.
there and they kill you, oh well, you just have a shorty, so
Down and out. Wells ready.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't get the orb.
Open up the
yeah, that's okay. You don't have to have the orb, but you could have definitely had it if you went a bit
Is there
earlier.
a gun?
You can just dash.
I'm not sure.
Spike
nice.
down B.
spike spotted B.
One enemy remaining.
24.
This one's pretty
In the
cracked.
boat.
This is where we could use a smoke here if we need it.
Last player standing.
Good try.
In the boat.
So a couple things here. Easier said than done, but it's you want to try to play with teammate. So whenever you have a chance of peeking him,
This one hit 20.
you want your sage to be scaling up with you so that they can so that she can shoot him right as you die, right as you're getting shot at. Unfortunately, as you peek here,
In the boat.
he's holding a pretty unusual angle, and your crosshair is a little bit off from where he actually could be. It's not too bad though, so he just hits a nice one tap, so it's also kind of unlucky. But for example, he could have maybe just waited for, I don't know. This is also just kind of tough. I think it's probably better to double up with your sage and either both go stairs or both go lane. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it's very hard for you guys to trade each other here. Because he can peek from here and then your sage can't kill him. And then, or your sage could get peeked from back behind this wall. And then you can't really kill him. And he's just going to get 2 1v1s. And that could very easily win him the round here.
Last player standing.
Which it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so we like to play A a lot. I would like to see you swap around a little bit more. I was complimenting you earlier in the first couple 2-3 rounds, but now we're kind of going toward A repeatedly. And I think one of our bigger problems is definitely not rotating quick enough, not adapting quick enough. It's not just rotating. It's, micro readjustments. So, there's a difference between playing A site, playing A main, and playing cat. So knowing when to play each of those in different situations is very important. Knowing when to rotate completely out of A site is very important. And right now, I think you're kind of just like, I'm going to sit A main and wait and be very patient. Patience can be a very good thing, especially against certain enemies. But in this scenario, it's not really worked out too well for us. Another thing here is I would probably throw a gun to it. I'd probably just not buy it because you died. And use knives, right? So yesterday I coached a Neon player that didn't use their ult the whole game once. So the best way to use knives or a Neon ult is to pop them as soon as you get them so that you're maximizing your money, right? And you're also, as soon as you use your ult, the next round after you use your ult, you're starting to rebuild that ult again. Whereas here we're kind of just wasting potential ult charge. Because every time you get a kill, every time you plant the spike, you're getting ult charge. And if you're just not using your ult, you're just kind of wasting money, and you're also wasting your ult.
Get out of my
Are
way!
you comfortable with knives, or are they kind of hard for you?
Yeah, sometimes no. It depends if I'm feeling my aim.
Yeah, that's pretty typical. But it's just, you're not going to get better if you don't use them, right? So might as well just use them. It's best to use them early. Footsteps A, and then another thing you could say is at least this many A, so at least 2 or 3 A. If you don't know for sure, you can say something like that. Or if you know for sure, like, there's at least 3 A, you can say that.
I don't like what I did here.
I like this, but the timing's
okay.
very important. Timing's very important.
Gotcha.
One tree.
So we want to wait, probably. So this play is probably going to get you killed in the end, but it's just a matter of can you get 2 or 3 in the process. And if they play it right, it's not good, but I think if you wait until like 3 or 4 seconds, you can swing out right as they're least expecting it and get some kills. This is definitely a play that I would go for, but we need to be confident and we need to do it with good timing. Yeah, like right here, see, they're not expecting you. And so this is going to lead us to trigger discipline. You kind of have to accept that you're not going to get out of this scenario. Like, unless you start leaving right now, you're not going to be getting out. So you're going to have to exchange your life for however many kills you can get.
One tree.
Just notice here. Notice this guy is not expecting you. He's not looking at you. He's probably not even going to see you if you don't shoot. And you see, neither is the Omen. The Omen is also not expecting you because the JETT didn't see you in the smoke. So their team's already thinking, okay, the smoke's clear. They're not seeing it as a threat. And so you're thinking, oh, they both know that I'm right here. They're both expecting me, but they're not, right? So this makes a big difference if you have a little bit of trigger discipline here. Of course, if the first person that walks in the smoke sees you, then obviously you need to shoot them. But if they let you get away with waiting, you can kill both of these people and then go away, or then swing and then dash out or something. And this could have very easily ended in at least like three or 4 kills. But now I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna get no more than 2 because we kind of give our position away and we dash out.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is again a situation where you kind of just have to full commit. But good, I like the play a lot. You go for good plays. So, any questions about that run?
Yeah. Usually when I see an enemy, I just like tend to panic and just shoot at them.
Okay, that's what the person I coached yesterday did too. So you can train this in deathmatch. For example, if there's two people in deathmatch or in a comp game or in whatever scenario, and one of them is looking at you and the other one is not looking at you, which one do you shoot first?
The one that's looking at you.
Yeah, this is a simple example, right? But it still kind of helps you kind of understand. Like if nobody's looking at you, you don't need to kill them straight away. I know it feels like it's just very hard. You feel like you're probably under pressure, especially with a killjoy ult there. It's not natural to just let enemies walk past you, but it's definitely a skill that will really, really net you kills in the long run and net you wins, right? So it's just something you have to practice. You have to be mindful. You can't just kind of keep doing what you automatically do, and just practice it. So deathmatch can help you too.
Yeah. Well, but the thing when I play deathmatch, I feel like my aim's really good, but then when I play like the game, I lose the confidence. And then it's like harder for me to like give more shots and take more time to like.
Yeah, people tell me this a lot, and that's kind of just the mental aspect of deathmatch. You have to really go into deathmatch focusing on something that you know is kind of weaker in comp, and if that is confidence for you, that's something that you can actively try to bring into comp with you. So if you're really confident in deathmatch, probably because there's no stakes. Just kind of remind yourself that comp doesn't really matter, quite frankly. Like, your rank, how good you are, how good you do, how many wins you get, it doesn't matter. Same thing with deathmatch. It's the same game. Deathmatch is often just associated with less stakes because, ranked anxiety, stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, so here it looks like we're gonna actually pop knives, which is really good. Good shot. I would smoke up here, activate dash, grab the gun, and maybe take a fight or maybe dash away. Because we can give this gun to a teammate. I don't think they'll be full bot, and that's extremely useful. You can give it to the person who has the most kills on your team next to you or whoever's at the top.
Enemy spotted mid.
We don't have to be running here. We could be walking because they can definitely hear us if they're in B main.
Yeah.
Okay, good try. That's a hard play to go for. I would like to have seen you gone for that gun mid. I think it's a really it's a hard play to see, but so far we don't like to push up too much. I think we did push up first round whenever we dashed, so not bad. But yeah, I think that would just be a valuable play for your team. That would kind of be an example of you playing to win the round instead of playing to I don't know, right? Just kind of playing a little bit more selfishly on this round. But obviously there's a little bit of risk. But that's where I've noticed you haven't really used your smokes a whole lot, if at all. I don't know if you even smoked once this game. So that's something. Smokes are extremely useful, right? For you. They help you take fights. They help cover certain areas up. You can throw one-way smokes, stuff like that. So here we're in spawn as we start, which is not good. This means that we're not very sure of where we're wanting to start at. And so basically...
Oh, I think I had to leave there for a second.
Oh, okay. I think we're just unsure.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, no, yeah. I thought it was the other end.
No, it's okay. I just think that here even if you go to like a site where they don't push, it's better to be closer. You see on the minimap these little blue barriers here. You want to be as close to those as possible as a duelist, because if you're right up against one of those barriers and the round starts, it gives you a massive advantage in how you can peek certain things. That doesn't mean you need to go for aggressive peeks every round, but if you're back here, then you can't really. It's hard for you to do stuff as a duelist, right? That you really want to be doing. So just try to be thinking where should I be playing and why before the round starts.
I'm coming.
Okay, yeah. I noticed that we don't hit headshots a whole lot, and I feel like here this is an example of where you can hit a very easy headshot. Like to me, this is a very, very easy kill. All you really need here, this guy's standing still as well. This is just one bullet, one tap, right? And that's also something that we can train in deathmatch. But again, I know you might, as you said, panic a little bit. And here, we don't need to dash away. I noticed you do that a lot. You kind of dash away instead of using your dash. Like there's no threat. There's no immediate threat here, right? We don't see anyone else. There might be another person. Oh, there's someone to the left, actually. Okay. So maybe that's where your dash is from.
Yeah, I think I saw the Viper. Oh, wait, no. Never
But
mind.
I don't think we need to, because I think you can just kind of farm them and keep fighting. That's the thing about the dash. You can activate it and get out of very sticky situations. So try to be a little bit greedier and don't respect your enemies as much. I think this ties into what we were talking about earlier with the, trigger discipline and not shooting the first person that you see straight away.
Remaining. Spike down A.
Can revive our KO here. Yeah, okay. So tree.
Yeah.
We don't really need to be peeking. We don't really need to be peeking.
I'm lagging.
This is how we lose the round here.
Yeah, I think the Omen aced.
We
Yeah.
can play together.
So this is actually a... Wait. This is actually a 1v5.
Yeah, we threw that pretty
So-
bad.
If you do want to fight for... I mean, it's very natural if you're in this situation to want to get the kill. It's just bad to do it one person at a time. One person, one person, one person, one person. That's how you just get aced, right? So here, if someone's going to peek, try to have somebody else... Like, for example, don't peek unless someone's already peeking on your team. Because then you can play, like, a double lineup, and it's very hard for the Omen to kill both of you unless you're lined up together. So...
Like,
And if your aim is just, you're really feeling your aim, or you're going for an ace, then you can go for it. But those rounds should not be losses at all. This is a pretty good buy.
I think I do the same thing where I don't activate the dash again.
And I also noticed that we don't go B main ever. Maybe that's because the Sage is walling it. But you can also ask Sage to not wall it, or maybe even walk past the wall and flank. One thing we have not done this whole game is flank. Flanking is really, really a good skill to have. As well as lurking, but it's a skill that you don't want to use. You need to find a balance of it, right? You shouldn't flank every round, but you should also not ever flank as a duelist. It's good to flank sometimes to catch your enemies out. Yeah, definitely. Oh, we activate it. Activate it a little bit late, though.
Late, yeah. Because I couldn't hear them if they were in main.
Another way you can play this is just sit up close to this corner, activate your dash when you hear them, and swing out whenever they're kind of not expecting you to be right here, and then you can dash back and smoke. Smoke, again, we need to learn how to use smokes. We also haven't, we updrafted like once or twice maybe? Do you remember if you have smoked this game?
I think I have,
Okay.
surprisingly.
Yeah, I just think that we can make much more use out of our smokes in certain situations. So just kind of be looking for opportunities with them. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah, that's why I was checking my audio, because I couldn't hear them main.
Yeah, that's understandable. I'm not sure why. It could be HRTF.
No, I don't have HRTF on.
I think I have it on. A lot of people like it on. It might help. I don't know. Okay, so this is a good example of where we could actually go B main. And do you have any reason for not going B main, or you just not go there?
I don't know, because I think the Silva and Sage hold was good. I didn't know KO was
Yeah.
B, so I was pretty confident that they could hold it.
Okay.
Because mostly they went A in mid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think even if we want to go mid or B main, just with the intention of flanking, it would be very good on this map. Because, for example, if you guys are just not able to hold A some rounds, even though one of our rounds was lost a 1v5 to the Omen, we can just sneak up behind them. They do have a Killjoy, but we also don't know if the Killjoy is gonna have the flank like watched with her turret or whatever until we try it. Sounds like it's at least 1B.
B.
So this is probably where I'd go market. But
Scanning ahead. There they are.
so yeah, again, we're kind of slow to move. We're very slow to move. You should be moving toward B now. There's 3 B main.
I am the hunter.
Like, there might be one person mid, but it doesn't matter. We want to hold B. Okay, this guy always lurks mid.
Yeah, because I was waiting for Raze or Omen.
Yeah, like here, I want you to be like where this drone is with your dash. I want you to be catching these guys as they come out. You're not a sentinel, you're a duelist. You have a dash, and the dash is useful for you to get out of a sticky situation easily. Every round, every time you get 2 kills, you have another dash. And we're kind of coming back, playing very conservative, even kind of behind our Brim and our Sage. If this guy didn't peek mid, we would kind of have done nothing this round. So it's very good to just kind of try aggressive plays like this, especially with the drone. The drone is just like giving you a free chance to catch someone and then dash out. Because you might think that this is very risky or not a good play, but it actually can be for sure. It's a play that I like to do quite often.
Yeah, I think I got used to playing passive because
130 on
I
the
played
Killjoy.
chamber a lot.
Omen.
Yeah, okay.
Spike planted.
Here, we can fight, like, you know, you need that confidence. Yeah.
Grounded.
Both hit one.
Here, I would be asking, like, can you go first? I'll bait you. This guy's 1 HP,
30.
so you kind of
Last
want to...
player standing.
He's probably going to peek you. No, he's not. Okay. Probably just dash. We want to go quickly here. Just because time. So here, we're playing slightly slow. If they play time well, we're going to lose. We're still playing too slow.
Enemy remaining.
We
My
saw him.
ult's ready.
Nice, good job. So that, honestly, we probably should not have won this round. Like, if this Killjoy was just sitting back here and kind of just waiting, you would have just lost on time. So move a little quicker and rotate out of mid quicker. Probably your biggest weakness right now is that you are too patient in a lot of scenarios. You don't rotate, you don't adapt quick enough, and perhaps you're not even aggressive enough in certain situations. Not in overall in general. I think you are aggressive. I think you're good at like taking fights and entering, but I think you could be better at that in certain situations. So good round though.
Revealing area.
So here at least 2 or 3 A is what I would tell my team. What is our Sage doing?
I think I asked the Sage if you could wall me up there.
So again here, I would probably be moving toward where my Sova is, because I want to play close and hold the push out. I would ask my Brim maybe to pick up Cat here, or maybe my Sova to like drone it, and then you can hold A main. It seems like we kind of avoid like the most the most high traffic areas, right? And that's really, to me, that's where I want to be always. I always want to be where the most enemies are, so that I can kind of make the maximum use of my potential.
You see anything mid, Brim?
But this is not bad. This is not bad. Yeah, our Brim doesn't see anything.
You should run.
Okay, so here we're probably just gonna go heaven, or you can flank very quickly. You can go heaven or flank very quickly.
Nice.
Probably need to move here though.
Off there.
52 KJ.
And then just kind of play retake here. They're not out yet though.
Welcome to my world.
Ooh, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see more. Like the fearlessness that is gonna, cause like at this point you're not respecting your enemies, right? And it pays off because you stop thinking about, oh, they're gonna expect me to drop here, and you're just like, okay, I have speed on my side.
My world.
I don't know what possessed you here, but this is how you want to be playing more. Like, this is really good, right? This is like the equivalent of running out market and peeking these people over here, right? And getting them as they're pushing out. this is when they least expect it. When they most expect you to push in is whenever they already get the spike down, right? That's just most common. So this should be a free kill, and we probably just win the round. After we get this kill, you probably smoke off main, just as a good smoke, and let your team kind of group up. And I could just stick smoke. I would smoke spike and tap it so that they start using their killjoy mollies. And now your impact this round has been extremely strong. You destroyed the Viper roll, you got the killjoy mollies.
Enemy remaining.
That's one Jen.
Tapping the spike would have been the best thing, I think, there. Good job. So, how do you feel about that round?
Yeah, I liked what I did there.
That was definitely different from how you kind of have been playing. And I don't know what made you want to do that, but yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes I'm scared of doing like aggressive plays because I get punished.
Yeah.
For it a lot, and I just don't know like when to do the aggressive plays or just hold.
Just because you don't know when to do it doesn't mean you should rarely do them. Like in this scenario, because again, you're in gold, you're in gold/plat. So these people are still very easy to take advantage of in these aggressive kind of ways, especially with dashes. Using a smoke and dashing into it is really going to catch people off guard. I think a lot of the aggressive plays that you think will get you punished are actually going to work very well against enemies. Now, sometimes you will get punished. In some games, playing aggressive is just not going to work very well against enemies because they're just ready for you. But again, you don't know if that's going to work, similarly to flanking, until you try it. And so it's really important to just kind of try it. So I'm curious how you play this round, this half. So kind of chilling here. Crosshair placement could be a little better here.
Yeah, it's a bit low.
They could be a main already, so they're probably just B though, in my head. Again, rotate quicker. This is your biggest problem right now. This kind of ties into aggression. You kind of need to be like quick. You need to be decisive with where you move and how you move. There are some games where they actually will lurk and your patience will pay off, but you need to identify whenever you're against a team like this that's not going to rotate. They haven't gone from B through their spawn to A once in 10 rounds, and so why would they do it on the 11th round? And so you need to be quicker to kind of realize that and rotate. Break this, hit your dash, go for a kill because we're down. It's 3v4. We kind of need the kill.
I think I went to CT, yeah.
Spike down, B.
That's 2 sight.
The smoke is kind of not great, but I'm glad that we used the smoke. I would just break the turret here. I would tell your brim to wait and go up with your brim here. Activate the dash, go up with your brim, and don't split up. Nice shot.
I think one is blind though.
Okay, good job. Could be a little quicker to rotate again, and could be a little more decisive with how you push in. Like, let's just go back real quick, actually. It's like right here, for example. Let's just count how many times you're not really sure what you want to do. So right here, okay, this is 1. You try to go CT and you come back.
Down, B.
That's 2 sight.
So I would say this is 2 because you're wanting to kind of go toward that direction and you kind of come back and wait. And then I think this goes back to like respecting your enemies a little bit much. And so here we're kind of unsure. Again here, like I'm gonna go this way and you're like, no, I'm not. So that's kind of 3. You just kind of spend like 5 to 10 seconds of just kind of wasting a bit of time where it could be a bit more decisive.
Yeah.
Okay. Like here, for example, we didn't necessarily need to dash. I know it's kind of scary, but right as you see him die, you can just wait to dash. Unless you know he's going to get the ult off. And then we can take the fight on the jet and then dash away.
Nice.
This guy's just farming. So here, I would actually cross to the left and help my brim, because we're actually kind of just rolling right now. And don't line up with him. Yeah, you saw him.
Someone dies.
Yeah, I think yeah.
They're both there. Going for the ace.
Yeah. Oh, I think I took his A's. Oh no, I just didn't trade.
One enemy remaining.
Good job.
My bad.
Side.
To my bad, no, I wouldn't be sorry about it. We need to keep the top frag. Okay, so we're gonna go B. I like this buy. I like that we're clearing this out. This is really good.
Could be close, could be close.
So straight away, my gut instinct is to just rotate. Because we're
Yeah.
smoked off and they have a raise and they use boombot, which means they're gonna have a nade coming in. So I would just say let's rotate. Our brim has mid control. We can go cat or we can go up mid. So those are both completely. Either one of those are completely good. Going out B here is probably not fantastic.
I think that's what I. Do I say it?
Found them.
It looks like you want to do that. There's 3. There's Killjoy. So this is really bad to go out B. And so it'd be really good if you did say something to your team. I would actually want to start going cat now because I don't want to go B at all. There's 3 people, and those 3 people are also saying there's a lot of people on the enemy team coming B main. And so that's why you just want to get out really here. And kind of indecisive. You leave B main, and then you come back, even though it's not good to.
Chaos about it.
Even if you make a bad play or a bad call, like let's leave, and it's bad for some reason, at least you're being decisive. That's really what we want to kind of emphasize here.
Demolish it.
Because what's going to happen
I
is
think-
your team's just going to be sitting here for like forever, pretty much.
Yeah, because I saw Brim and CT, so I was like, let's just hit B.
Yeah.
But then Killjoy is still there, so that's a
Yeah.
risk.
And there's 3. It's never really good to push into 3. And if you guys all leave and go toward A, it's actually good that your Brim is still here. Because he's going to catch the people rotating from B, right? So we don't necessarily need to go B just because he's here. But I like the idea anyway. I think this is just not going to work out. It could work out, but this is not
wait for your
objectively a
Brim.
great place to go.
Brim's in spawn.
Okay, ready? Go.
Okay, I really like the dash. We didn't clear logs though, so...
Spike
Oh,
down
yeah,
B.
And there actually is one there. I don't like where we dash here. I don't really understand it.
Spike down B.
I think a dash onto the spike or just saving the dash would be better. Maybe you just want to be with your Brim.
One side.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we just play
I think you
together.
can just save the dash there.
One
We
CT.
can be walking here.
One side.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
Good. You're doing better now. Here we can actually say, let's push spawn together and fight this guy and then plant A. And if one of you dies, it's still good because you actually get the plant on A. Or we could push site together. Either way, coordination here is best, right? So saying something is best here.
Yeah, I didn't say anything, so I didn't know what we wanted to do. So I just held.
We need to be right behind our Brim right here.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't say anything, we need to be ready to trade him. If he dies here, we're giving the Viper 2 1v1s.
Last
Yeah,
player
that's what we
standing.
did.
And yeah,
Spike.
so like right here, we kind of just stand here and watch him for a few seconds, run in on his own. It's right here. As soon as you start seeing him run toward here, you could be moving behind him because he's not, like, what are we watching now, you know? Because he already sees deeper. So at least shift your crosshair to the left and move up with him is what I would say here. That's kind of, again, you struggle at being kind of adaptive in certain situations, at quickly deciding what's the best thing to do. Like same thing with rotating, but also in this
Player
scenario too.
standing.
Could win this still very easily.
Yeah, I ran out of bullets.
Good try. You're not mechanically bad either. Let's see what you
Marshall
say.
this time.
Here.
We can just get Brim to smoke it and then let's just run cat.
Okay, I like this.
Cause yeah, we were.
So typically, do you think you know what I'm gonna tell you here?
Let's just run cat.
I'm gonna tell you to wait for the smoke to pop. Right here, wait for the smoke to fully pop. Because if someone here with a Marshall,
Oh.
you're dead.
Yeah, makes sense.
Scanning ahead.
Your crosshair placement's a little low still, I think. Just wait, yeah. Good job. This is where you can grab the Spectre and dash back toward mid. Also, we should have bought some smokes.
We can go mid.
What's your reason for not buying smokes here?
I don't know, to be honest. It's probably because no, I could get a full buy if I did buy smokes. I'm not sure why I didn't buy smokes.
And a lot of people will say to me, I didn't buy smokes because I wouldn't be able to buy more smokes next round. But you can save your smokes, right? Let's say that you end up in a situation where it's a 2v1 and you have smokes. You're going to have those smokes to actually help you secure the round. and you're gonna have more money anyway after that, right? Whereas if it's a complete stomp, you're the last person alive. It's a 1v5. Don't use your smokes because then you actually can't buy any more next round, right? So definitely just buy some abilities here, and then maybe like a shorty. Shorty would have got you that kill on Cat as well.
You know.
So right here, I would be. So for example, the reason I said that is because you could smoke this off, grab the Spectre, dash back, go up mid, and that's very quickly. I'm just very quickly concocting that plan in my head, because I no longer want to go toward A just because this Omen's probably gonna be telling their team that we're all Cat or whatever.
Spike
This is.
down mid.
Oh man. Oh my.
Almost.
Almost, yeah. I like the confidence here. I think we could probably just kind of chill and grab the Spectre and go back mid very quickly. We don't need to fight this guy, especially since he's gonna have a gun advantage. But I respect it. I think it was a very good round for Nico. So we're gonna go toward A. We have a Vandal. Okay, good peek. Okay, one little thing here. Just how you peek B main on the right. Whenever you come out, make sure that you're clearing to the right here. I know your KO went out first, but just in general, make sure you're clearing out this little area, right? Like remember when you ran out to the right here on defense? If someone does that against you here, they're gonna catch you. But I know the KO came out first, so you didn't need to this scenario. So here, I don't know if we're defaulting.
Yeah, I didn't know what the Sage and Silver wanted to do.
I don't care if they want to do if I'm you here. I just want to see where I can look for a kill. Because right now we're kind of just spread out. We're basically just playing a slow default round. And it seems like you're very unsure of what you want to do. Not even what your team wants to do. You're just kind of just wasting time again. Kind of doing nothing here. So kind of doing nothing.
I think I try to clear A.
This is fine, but let's say something to our team if we're going to like dash out, for example. I would have probably gone back mid and just told my team, let's just play slow. Maybe walk up mid. Like, just how you walked up Cat, walking up mid is an equally very, very good play that will get you kills just like it did last round for you on Cat. Here, I don't think this is good. It sounds like there's a one-way, they have a wall, they have probably mollies for you, so...
Yeah,
Don't
I
push,
think
good.
I rotate there.
I think we should say this like 15 seconds sooner, to be honest.
Mhm.
Like, let's rotate, don't go there, let's go mid or something. Again, what are we doing here? I think you're just very indecisive, right? In this situation. And that's okay. It's just something to be aware of.
Sage. So what it's picked? Sage.
So here, I think we kind of want to come together as a team. So you can like single people out, like, yo, Sova Sage, can we group up toward A or can we group up toward mid or something? Because if we go out here, all three of us die, we lose a spike, we just lose the round. Probably just dash out here if that's what we want to do.
I think... Oh no, I didn't do it there.
I would hit the switch on the smoke.
Spike down.
We need to be
A.
coming out here because the spike's out or Brim's out alone. We need to be helping. Yeah, this is why I always instantly go out. So right here, I would instantly be going to the left, hitting the switch and playing around the door to see if anyone runs under the door as it closes. And then now I know I can shift my attention towards sight. Whereas here, we haven't closed the switch, so someone can always come through the door and kill you. And we shouldn't be coming back here. We should be continuing out just because the spike's out here. And again, not too sure about our Sage and our Sova, but
Yeah.
yeah, this should have been a very free round, unfortunately, but that's okay. And we did get the round anyway. Our Sova that I was talking about got a 4K. We could make a play around just getting Sova the orb here.
Walk.
Say walk, okay.
KO ends up making noise anyway.
If you're gonna walk here, again, being close to the barrier, being right up against the barrier is the best thing that you could do. Unless you expect to get like naded or something, I guess.
Yeah, I think Raze was gonna be in an aggressive angle or someone.
Even so, we're gonna have to walk up and see him there anyway, so might as well do it sooner rather than later. Okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Just telling your team, let's just come mid. It seems like mid is kind of just open from them, right? They smoke They smoke B, they smoke A off completely. Let's try mid or let's try cat. It seems like those are going to be what's going to work here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like this hold.
It's clear.
I would expect them to come out of the right here.
Here.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay, I like the comms.
Raisin Viper.
So yeah, I would just start walking up cat with, you know, I wouldn't be too scared to do so either. We clear pretty well, but make sure your crosshair goes up here. Always, it's very rare for someone to sit up here, but just as a good habit. Good clearing though. I feel like we just move a bit slow here. And this kind of ties into your patience thing.
Yeah.
Because like even our sage with the spike is like walking up in front of us here.
Yeah, I think
With the marshal.
I did a mistake there. Sage gets mad at me for it.
That's okay.
Spike
I
down
got the
A.
spike.
But definitely we could be moving up a little quicker. You're gonna
On
TP
site.
somewhere.
Omen TP'd, help. Help.
Cover.
Or wine.
One enemy remaining.
Here, play time.
Heaven.
Last player standing.
This is
Oh,
where
yeah, this is...
this situation is where we really want to be.
Enemy remaining.
Like start walking here, right?
Yeah,
Last player standing.
You could just wide swing this. You're gonna have to fight this guy eventually. You could play it however you want though.
no, the thing, what I did is, here is, I tried to wrap around, garden and go heaven, but then I didn't think I had time. So, and I didn't realize that I planted there, so...
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we're gonna do that, we need to go straight away.
Yeah, I tried.
Okay. No, this was fine. This is fine. What you did here is fine. I would have probably just taken the fight very early when he was in heaven still. But this is fine. He just hits a nice shot on you. And you did it, so. You played it fine though, I think. I think we should have just walked again up cat a little sooner. So decisiveness, not being too patient, not rotating too slow. These are like very big things for you that I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you're still at the top of your leaderboard. You could probably have over 30 kills right now if you're playing a bit more, kind of like how I'm telling you, a little bit more. Yeah, I like the mid. Like, there's no reason we couldn't just keep running down mid here, or cat.
One tree.
And then here we run back. Why do I run back? I would love to see you try to go forward with a dash here, because our team has nothing to lose this round. Waiting another like 20 seconds, just kind of delaying the inevitable. And so that's just kind of how I see the game. Is like, if I'm gonna take fights, I might as well start doing it as early as possible, because if I wait, I'm kind of just delaying the inevitable, and I'm giving myself less time to win the round. Like if we wanted to go A, let's start A. But if we want to go mid, let's start mid.
Yeah. I should have walked.
It's okay. It's okay. And then again, we run away.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of unsure what we
Oh,
wanna do.
that was an
That's okay.
accident.
Yeah, it's fine. Good. This is what I want. But we could have done this, for example, literally like 20 seconds ago. And we could have announced to our team, "I'm dashing out A. Follow me, please." Or I'm entering A. Let's go A. This guy's kind of lost.
I don't know how I didn't hit that.
No, it's okay. This is a good spot. This is a very good spot.
One enemy remaining.
89. Yeah, bomb KO.
Okay, I like that we're not trying to get too aggressive here. He did come heaven last round, so we might expect that again. It seems like we really, our Brim learned nothing from the round we got 1v5 aced, so I do like they were trying.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's still just running on, being kind of greedy. Good round though. So you notice what I'm talking about, right? How you start mid, you kind of peek it, but you never really walk up far enough to kind of look for a kill. And same with Cat, you rarely do that without teammates. And then you come all the way back here to A, and you run up A, and then you come back again for a second, and you finally come out. That's just all of that initial stuff is kind of just a waste of time. So it looks like we're kind of lurking. This is not bad. I'm not upset against this because our team does play very slow. So I don't expect them to go out and die without me, at least for a little bit. And here we can honestly just walk through the smoke, honestly.
I think
Activate your
I try to
dash.
wait for Killjoy. No, I don't. Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, I like this. Again, aim here just kind of nets you this kill for free.
I was scared.
But see, just look how easy this kill is for you. Even if he has a gun, he's kind of not fully prepared for you, I don't think.
Yeah.
Good smoke. That was a good smoke use.
Here.
That's
Just
very unlucky. I like how he dashed out though. That's not very. I feel like that's something that is kind of out of your comfort zone to do, so that's good. Here, we're kind of chilling again. Maybe texting. Gun out. I feel like we should just ask our team to fast push at some point here. Because we have a KO ult. I know they have some ults too, but I feel like we should just ask our team, like, yo, let's fast push B or fast push A with our KO ult. It seems like our team just kind of doing whatever they want here all around the map. Which is okay, but let's use our ults together or something. And you can entry for your team. Okay, good clears, good clears. Again, kind of doing our same thing where we kind of just run away before we can get far enough forward to actually get a kill. They're gonna res.
oh yeah, this is the
Good
round that we
smoke.
go cat.
Good smoke. Yeah, we're just very passive overall, I would say. Good kill.
We have A.
Like, even your Sage is more aggressive than you.
Yeah.
Push the line.
We do not have it.
The line.
You can smoke a dash.
Yeah. I think the Sage gets mad because I pushed the Viper instead of.
Jet,
I didn't know the KO. The KO was down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She was right.
No, yeah, my gut here would have been to start reviving him. You're probably not going to be able to because it takes a second. And then see if you can bait this guy to peek again. Or maybe, because if you hug all the way up against the wall, the person main won't be able to see you. I do agree, you maybe could have came up here, at least, and then your Jett could or your Sage could have revived him. But
Yeah.
that's okay, just because you didn't realize it's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I could have smoked and then left Garden.
Oh yeah, you could have just smoked and revived too. Oh, you didn't have to smoke.
not have it.
Because you used the smoke here. Which is kind of unfortunate.
Jen, should have helped me there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, she got mad.
That's okay.
Fire in the hole!
Again, make sure we're looking over here. If someone's here, you're just dead right now.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down B.
See ya.
Good kill. Our aim could be a bit better. I mean, I say this to everyone. Your aim can
Yeah.
always be better. Deathmatch can always help you. Even if you don't think that it's transferring over into comp, it will eventually because aim is just really muscle memory. Working on crosshair placement, working on one taps, making sure you're not crouch spraying too much, things like that. Those are things that your brain will automatically take care of, no matter what mode you're in. Yeah. We have another dash. You could ask for a heal. I would ask for a heal.
Reloading.
Good. Our Sage is
think I-
our Sage is all the way up there. This is where I want you to be as a if you can get to this spot as a Jett player, it's really really good. What were you gonna say?
Oh, no. I don't know what I tried to do there. Because I saw that Sage was spawned, so I think I just tried to dash in or something like that.
Okay.
I'm drone.
Deploying drone.
You didn't clear the right. Okay, there you go. Okay, I think we heard one tree,
Revealing area.
or maybe we didn't. Oh, we didn't. Okay.
No.
That's a free kill.
One enemy
Yeah.
remaining.
Probably main again.
Here.
Probably just main.
Yeah, one.
I'll pick off you guys.
Okay, this is fine. This is where being passive can really pay off whenever you're in post plant. You can be as passive as you would like in most scenarios whenever the spike is down for your team. So, But in all their scenarios, try to be a little more aware of being passive. Try to be kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit. It's okay to kind of jiggle out here too. Yeah, because he smoked a little bit. So again, we could ask like, okay, do you want to use Brim ult or Sova ult somewhere?
I think I just run into. I'll try to do.
I like this. I like this. Make sure that we're careful, Cat. Someone could peek you right now. Smoke. Smoke. I feel like your smokes really aren't like super crazy valuable a lot of the time. I feel like you just kind of throw them. Like you're like, oh, this would be a smoke. Even though it's not like really like here a good smoke would be to get this kill, or maybe just smoke this. Even like say you shoot at him and then he runs back, you can smoke this and then run up, and that's actually an example of a very good smoke.
Okay. I saw the Viper.
Could have also asked our Brim to smoke that. Our Brim and our Sage are kind of demons in their spawn.
Brim's in B.
Probably there's one on site though. Probably the Viper. Or that guy now. That was quick.
One enemy remaining.
Again, smoke there is kind of just. I know you didn't mean to throw it there. You probably meant to throw it like here. But
I tried to do the one way.
Oh, okay. No, that's good. But our drone is also clearing. This is what I was gonna say. So we don't really need it unless we see someone. So it's just GG. We should stick together here.
So just play.
Yeah, like here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like this. You do this quite often with your aim. I notice. And the best thing I can really tell you is to just kind of make sure that your crosshair is on their head before you shoot. I feel like this kind of goes back to, remember earlier when you're in the smoke and you shoot like as soon as you see them, as soon as they're on your screen.
Yeah.
Make sure you take the time to actually put your crosshair like on their head. That's actually, it sounds like very simple. It sounds like, oh, what? Well, thanks, Duckeeh, for telling me that. But like I feel like that'll actually help you if you're very mindful of that. Because here, notice, you see him and then instantly you just shoot as soon as you see him. You're not even trying to move your crosshair. And I think that's why you're not getting a lot of headshots and why you're not getting a lot of these kills. And that, again, that's something you can train in deathmatch, even if you don't think it'll transfer straight away into comp. But at least you get the kill.
Past few days, my headshot percentage has been bad.
I don't care about headshot percentage personally, and I wouldn't care either if I was you. Just care about securing the kill and going for the head if you can. Okay, good session. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so the main takeaways are, you know, work on being like a little more less passive, rotate more decisively, just be more decisive kind of in general, be more adaptable, and don't be afraid to make like the wrong decision or to try new things that aren't going to work, because that's how you're going to learn how to break through into the next rank, by learning new behaviors that are not commonly seen in gold or plat, right? Like, for example, dashing out into the Viper ult, that's something that's actually, it seems like that would be such a silly play to do, but it's actually very good because I just do not expect it. And that doesn't mean dash in every single round straight away, but just look for opportunities like that. And that's, I think, really where you can shine. And yeah, just make sure to rotate a little more quickly, but
yeah.
Any questions about any of those things or anything else?
Do you think I gotta work on my mechanics more?
Like I said at the end there, I think your aim could be better. It's not honestly bad. It's just, I think like in plat you might struggle a bit to keep up with their aim. So yes, I think you should work. I think deathmatch, and focus specifically on what you think your weaknesses might be. Crosshair placement is always good to focus on. Making sure, I think for you especially, making sure that your crosshair is on their head before you shoot, like we just said. Practice tapping and bursting instead of kind of spraying. And don't panic. Whenever you see someone, that's also an aspect of this, is not to panic. Because when you panic, you're going to naturally be missing more. So take control, take your time, and ironically, being patient there is actually good in that sort of situation. But yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for the session.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, let me know if-
Appreciate your help.
Let me know if you have any other questions. You can DM me. And yeah, you have a good day.
All right. You too. You have a good day, man.
All right. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.